From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. No shortcuts, no fake. Spit and grind for the dreams you make. And every story's got a mountain to climb. It's what it takes to stand the test of time. Dig deep, keep the fire alive. Success is built on the will to survive. No easy path, just a burning need. It's what it takes to truly succeed. It's the hustle, it's the pain, it's the sunshine through the rain. Every step, every break, that's what it really takes. From the ground up, from dust to stars, chasing goals, chasing who you are. Every challenge, every fall, it's what it takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are real. What it takes is the fire you feel. Keep pushing on, no time for breaks. That's what it really takes. What it takes.
How's everybody doing? Come on in. Yo. If you have not done it yet, listen, do it for me. Like, comment, and share. Yes, it is true. We're live. That's for sure. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you're on YouTube, bro, this is your first time here, listen, welcome. If you're returning back, let me know. Hey, I'm back in the room. So, let's get ready to get started. If you have not done it, let your friend, let your fellow colleague know that we are live here on What It Really Takes podcast. I think let's see if it's a game. You ready? Is it really a game? You really here? Is it really?
What it takes.
Yes. So let's go.
From the ground up, from dust to
Is he
stars,
really in the
chasing goals, chasing
Yes,
who
he
you
is.
are. Every challenge,
Yes, sir.
every fall, it's what it
Let's go.
takes to rise above it all. So now you know the stories are.
Let's go. Let's go. You ready? You ready? You ready? Welcome to the show. What's going on, guys? Welcome to What It Really Takes podcast. Yes, I am your host, John Gettis. Listen, welcome back to all my fellow subscribers. For those that come and spectate and watch, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Still just a little skeptical about hitting that subscribe button. Still a little skeptical about hitting like. You don't know who gonna watch, who gonna do this. Listen, don't worry. It's okay. It's okay to support somebody sometime. I just want to ask you to do me one favor again, now that you know that I'm live and in color and in person, and I'm sitting in the room with you, not just sitting here doing a video along or what have you. It's not. It definitely is not. So, welcome back. Listen, again, this is episode number 8. Episode number 8, and listen, we are still counting and still clocking and still making headway, and we still making moves, and we still doing things. Y'all know what? Guess what? We're getting close. We're getting real close to the new year. We're getting real close. I know sometimes we get tired of hearing that part until it's over. Let us just cross over. Yeah, Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, consecrations, rethinking, what I'm going to do better, how I'm going to do things better, what my dreams, my aspirations are, how is this going to be better than last year, how I'm going to top 2024. Yep, I know. I hear you. I hear all of it. I know. Welcome. Again, I say welcome, but we're here. We're going to get ready to get into it, y'all. I don't want to hold you up or keep you tied up. Again, if you have not done so, let's make it happen, because we in the room. Let's see. Y'all know how we do. Make sure we get it done. We got topics. We got points. We got all the above. Oh, that's nice. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Let's do this. Since we're here, let's do this. Now that we are here. Now that we are present. Yes. Oh, yes. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let's go. I'm sorry. Give me a moment for those sitting here. Same thing you're doing, I'm doing too. Oh, yes. I know this is a late show. What you say? I said it's a late show. What you really say? There we go. All right. All right, let's go into tonight's podcast. Welcome again back to What It Really Takes. I am your host, John Gettis. Tonight's episode will be about what's next. Tonight's episode will grind some gears, talk about dreams, talk about aspirations, helping us to find ourselves as we ask the question, what's next? Many a times we ask that question, many a times that comes, plays in our mind, plays in the mind, plays in your thoughts, plays in your patterns of what's next, moving on to what's next, trying to figure out what's next. That's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, practices. All those things are considered when it comes down to what is next. Many of times we have no clue. We have no clue what's next. If we could, we would. But I gotta let you know, we gonna tunnel through this tonight. Let's deal with this real quick. This whole point of view. This point of view of things. The point of view is challenges. The challenge of the mindset. The challenge of the mindset. Growth does not stop at the moment you think you've made it. Growth does not stop then. It's when you risk settling. When you risk settling in your mind, risk settling in those things. So let's challenge our mind. Let's challenge our minds to grow. Let's challenge our minds to accomplish. Let's challenge it to get from this point to that point. I want you to think about your life right now. This is the challenging part. I want you to think about your life right now. Are you stuck in the same patterns? Are you stuck with the same results? Are you wondering why you are not moving forward? Are you here realizing most people aren't struggling because of a lack of talent? Many of people are slacking because of a lack of vision. They're stuck because they haven't adjusted their mindsets to making the next level move. All right. Wrap that around your mind. It has nothing to do that they have not planned. They have not put things together. They're struggling more so with the adjustment that there's something else left to do. Struggling with the idea that, guess what? I could be greater than this. Struggling with the idea that, guess what? There might be something more. Many of us, sometimes we level ourselves and leave ourselves at places because either we're comfortable. Yep. Either we're comfortable with it, we're okay with it, we found it to be easy, we found it to be normal, we found it to be a comfort. But we do not expand to the next level. We do not dream about the next level. We may think about it, but we never put actions or put pen to paper, if I would say it that way, for what's next. What's next? It takes a vision. What's next takes a drive. Next takes more than just a conversation. What next takes more than just a dream. What next takes more than just having an idea, a support of an idea. It takes putting it down on paper. It takes thinking about it. It takes envisioning it. It takes actually putting it together and say, I got a plan for what's next. You got to write down your next season and what's required of it. If you don't write down what's required in the next season, not just what you want out of what the next season is. That's easy. That's easy. Everybody knows. Everybody wants something better. I want it better than the former. I want it better than that. I want it better than my last night. I want it better than my last moment with them. I want it better than the last thought. I want it better. I don't want to experience this feeling. That's easy. We could talk about all day what we want. We could talk about all day what's next. But the question is this: do you know what's required for the next level? Do you know what you would have to let go of? Do you know what you would have to push yourself to do? What would you have to do? How would you have to look at your life? How would you have to forgive? How would you have to move on? Sometimes it requires something within us in order for us to get to the next level. You have to know your requirements. You have to know what you're going to give. You have to know what you're going to take. You have to know what you're going to endure. You have to know what the requirements are for what is next on the next level. What does it look like? What does that require? Does it require dedication? Does it require consistency? Does it require silence? Does it require me stealing away? Does it require me understanding that this process might not be easy? Does this require me to now just accept something? What does it require of me? A mindset is something deeper than that. Having a mindset is something greater than that. Having a mindset is more than that. You have to know what's on the next level. All right? We have to grow up and start to realize what's on the next level. What's on the next level is interesting. Many times what's on the next level we're not comfortable with. Many times what's on the next level is easy to inquire something. But the question is, can you handle what you're inquiring? Can you handle that capacity? Can your being, your body, your mind, your soul, everything, can it handle that capacity? Can you handle what it's going to demand on you? Can you handle how many times you're going to have to stay up? Can you handle how many times you're going to have to miss something? Can you handle what comes along with it? Many a times we could sit back and we could talk about many of dreams. We could talk about many of people that are successful. We could talk about many of people that have overcome. We could talk about many of people that have achieved. It looks good on them. It looks amazing. They did this in the last 6 months. They've done this in the last 4 days. They've done this. Man, that's just amazing. But the question is, do you know what was required of them? Do you know how many tears they had to cry? Do you know how much pain they had to go through? Do you know what's really required of what comes along with what you are asking, what you are wanting? Your dreams, your aspirations, they come with requirement. This is the thing. Let's think about this. What's worked to get you here, you must want it. What worked to get you here won't be enough to keep you here. So getting to the place that I'm desiring something more, you have to think on a whole nother level. Because some of us, in some cases, in most cases, even our thoughts are like a risk. It's like, man, I'm taking a chance and believing that my thoughts is, man, there's something waiting for me. But thinking is just part of being a champion. Your process and processing that, guess what? There's something there. That gives you the ability to endure the hardship. It gives you the ability to endure the disappointment. It gives you the ability to endure things that don't even sit well, that don't even make sense. It's like, oh, all right, cool, because I understand that guess what? If I can get past this moment, they're saying that I can't. If I can get past this moment, they're saying that guess what? You'll never be nothing. If I can get past this moment, then guess what? Is not going to come together. If I can get past the moment, the moment that guess what? Thoughts start to run through your mind. The moment that things are challenging you, you'll get to a place that guess what? You would overcome. You'll get to a place that you would achieve. You'll get to a place that you would win. Because guess what? You understood that guess what? I can't stand in the moment. I have to remember that guess what? This is going to take a lot out of me. It's going to build me. It's going to tear me down. It's going to bring me to a place that guess what? I feel like giving up. I feel like giving in. I feel like let's just go back to the old way. And guess what? The old way is not the way we're going. We're going forward and we're not going backwards. The same mindset that you got that got you here, listen, it's good. It's great. But you have to train your mind to work a little harder, to stay out of the places of dark places, of places that make you feel a certain type of way, that makes you retract, that makes you put the dream on the shelf, that makes you say, guess what? No, I can't do this. No, you got to stop allowing the moments, allowing the seconds, allowing their opposition, allowing the words to come. I know. They say words do hurt. I know. It's disheartening. I know. Guess what? They said it. It made you feel some type of way. It made you move a type of way. It made you miss one moment of sleep. It made you wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I know. I get it. But you need to train your mind that guess what? This is not the end for me. This is not the result for me. This is a part of what's supposed to be, but I'm not going to let what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, my emotion to take me to a place that I am not achieving to the next level. The next level is waiting on us, but you have to train your mind that guess what? You cannot be pushed into the place of entrapment by these thoughts, pushed to the place of entrapment that guess what is not worth it. No, that's just a thought in your mind that is not worth it. Is a thought in your mind that guess what is not paying off. It's a thought in your mind. You have to understand that processes come and processes go. Let me ask you this. Because guess what? We have many questions and we have to ask ourselves many of things. Where's your mindset right now? And are you ready to elevate? These are the questions that you have to ask yourself when it's time to go to the next level. The next level requires us to ask the question first that guess what? Where am I now? And also ask us the question, where do I want to go? If you can't answer those two questions, you'll be stuck in a place that guess what? Not knowing which way to go. You have to know where you are now and know how far you need to go to get there. And then along the way, we've talked about this before, is that guess what? Along the way, you must make milestones that guess what? Help you to understand that I am making pace or making motion to get to the level that I'm expected to get to. But if you don't break it down into the smaller things, we talk about it all the time on this podcast, the smaller goals, celebrating them and achieving them. And guess what? I didn't get upset. I didn't get angry at this point. I used to do this. Listen, okay, that's an achievable moment because you're trying to get to that next level. And the elevation of that next level comes from knowing where you are now in every moment, in every day, in every second, that you know that guess what? Okay, I see what it's trying to do, but I see that guess what? I'm not going to let it. That's the mindset. That's the growth pattern. And that's the part that you need to figure out. All right. We figure out that part, right? So let's figure out something else. Let's break the pattern. Let's talk about breaking the pattern. Pattern. Patterns are so, they are so cute. They are so, amazing. Sometimes if you can see a pattern on something, man, that pattern is amazing. It's uniquely made. It's like, oh man. But sometimes you have to break the mold of the pattern, especially if your pattern of your mindset was not that of something good or something that was productive. Yes, it's normal for you to do this. It's like, man, you always do that. Man, I rest assured, every time, I guess when you get angry, man, we can find you in the kitchen cooking fried chicken. We can find you at the store spending your money. We can find you doing whatever you want to do, however you want to take it, whatever. I know we can find you doing it. Because guess what? That's your pattern. That's your defense. That's your mechanism. That's your pattern that you go back to being silent. That's your pattern that you go back and you be angry. That's your pattern. But listen to me closely. Guess what? The next level requires your mind to not retract to the pattern, but it now puts you in a place that I would challenge my mind, even in the moments that I feel like I want to go back. And I understand that, guess what? There's something far more worth it. That, guess what? If I can adapt to breaking the cycle, adapt to breaking the mold, adapt to breaking it, I can break the habits, I can break the addictions, I can break the things that have created me, tried to mold me, tried to shape me, tried to take me to a place of who I am or who I have become. Because we become everything. We become in seasons and times based on adversities, based on hardships, based on things that have come, things that have gone, people that have left, people that have come. Things of that nature happen, but we have to understand that, guess what? We have to also be attentive to what's happening. And as we're being attentive with what's happening, you'll break habits and overcome. If you're asking what's next, that's a good place to be doing. You should be doing that. You need to look at what you're doing daily in order to know how to break the habit, how to break the mold, how to get out of the place that I'm in, or the place that I feel, or the embracement. I have to check things daily. We talk about it all the time on this podcast. I'll continue to tell you that, guess what? I come back to places that, guess what, I'm only familiar with and what I do. It says, I guess what, you have to ask these three questions, and three questions would be, are you consistent? Are you focused? And are you making room for growth? All right. If you're writing things down, this is a good podcast for that. Are you consistent? Are you focused? And are you making room for growth? These are questions that you have to ask daily and have to grade fairly. Don't grade yourself because you like yourself. Man, oh boy. Man, I'm showing up. I'm doing, but the question is you're showing up? See, we grade on showing up, and we think that grading on showing up is graded as consistency. Yep. But my thing is, what is that consistency building towards? What is that consistency making out of life? What is that consistency doing for your elevation? What is that consistency doing for what's next for you? What is that consistency you showing up? Is it changing your mood? Is it changing your life? Is it changing your perspective? Is it changing what's happening around you? Are you getting more done? Are you not getting more done? Just what is your consistency doing? I know many people say, hey, I'm consistent at showing up. I'm consistent at doing what I do. I'm consistent in failing. I'm consistent in doing it like I do it, how I do it, how I want to do it. Cool. Are you being consistent, but grade yourself fairly? Are you focused? The question is, what are you focused on? You can stem it to different places, to different ways, to different mechanisms. I guess what? I am focused, but I'm not focused on the right thing. Honestly, I'm focused on what they think. I'm focused on what's happening right now. I'm focused, but it's not the focus that needs to be focused on. Everything has to be wrapped around on what's next. And if you're focused on what's right now, yes, that's a part of the process, but that's a part of evaluating so that way you can get to what's next. Because at the end of the day, what you're dealing with now has to also be shaping and being proven to be pushing towards what's next. So if what I'm dealing with currently, what I'm fighting with, what I'm waiting with, listen, it's the embodiment of being focused on what's current, what's present, and what's now. What is it doing? Is this focus elevating for what's next? Is this focus shaping my future? Is this focus changing what I think about myself? Is this focus changing what is happening in my room? Is this focus changing things that are happening around about me? What is it doing for me? Me focusing on the negative. What is the focus? Is it me focusing on all the things that's happening around about me, what they're doing and how they're hanging and how they doing their lights and how they doing their drapes and how they doing this and how they doing that? I got you. How they doing? They doing just fine. But the question is, how are you doing? Are you focusing on self? Are you focusing on development? Are you focusing on your mind? Are you focusing on your dream? Are you focusing on the vision? What is your focus? Oh, I'm locked in. Yeah, you're locked in today, and you're troubled tomorrow. You're locked in for the moment. You got to be honest with yourself and grade yourself fairly. Are you making room for growth? Are you moving things out the way? Are you pushing things aside to make room for growth when it does not fit the description to elevate you or to push you into what's next? I can't answer that question. I can't answer that question for you. You have to answer the question for yourself. And sometimes in moving something out the way, moving something into or out of perspective or out of, listen, sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's difficult, but you got to make room. That's my favorite part of it. It could be your favorite part, but it may not be for what's next. It might be your favorite thing to do. It might be your favorite come up. It might be whatever. It might be your favorite in all boxes, checks everything, gives you comfort, give you peace. But the question is it allowing you to grow? But I like that security. I like that. But hello. What about your peace? What about your love? What about your joy? What about what's next? What about those things that also make way for you to now walk into the place that you don't have to be concerned about what's next? Because you have to elevate and grow, and you have to make room for growth. Listen, you have to make room for it. And as you make room for it, you gotta listen. This is one thing for sure. I'm gonna tell you what will do you in real well. It's something called procrastination. Procrastination will rob you of next season. I'll hold off. I'll wait. I'll catch it next season. Maybe next week I'll do it. Maybe. Why are you not putting effort into doing something different today? Why are you not making an effort to challenge yourself to write the vision? Why are you not challenging yourself to say, guess what, I'm going to be a better me? Why are you not challenging yourself to, guess what, I'm going to not allow this to interfere or to take me away? What does tomorrow, what weight does tomorrow hold that today can't do? Oh, maybe you got more sun time. It's late, John. It's too late. If you talk to probably 99% of business owners or people that are about their thing success, they'll tell you I missed a few nights of sleep. They'll tell you that, guess what, when it came to me, I had to write it down. When they tell you that, guess what, listen, I chose to keep growing. I chose to make that night the night. I chose to make a decision. I chose it. I made the decision. And sometimes you got to make a decision to not procrastinate. Your comfort zone will kill your purpose. Your comfort zone will kill your purpose. Every time. Procrastination will rob you. Your comfort zone will kill the purpose. Any excuse, they will bury every dream. Your excuses will bury your dreams. Trust me. Having an excuse why you couldn't do it, it's too late. I'm behind the time. Everybody's doing it. Man, oh, yep. Go ahead. It's like you picking up the shovel, picking up the dirt, and burying your dreams because you have every excuse to why I'm not doing it, why I can't move forward, why it's not happening, why I'm not losing weight, why I'm not active, why I'm not healthy, why I don't have a business, why I don't have the car, why I can't go for the promotion. You buried the dream with the excuse to why. Trust me, it's challenging. Trust me. I want you to reflect tonight on what habits you do have and what habits you need to let go of. What patterns you do need to embrace because your success is real. Do not. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens intentionally. This is the truth. Every dream, every aspiration is not accidental. It is on purpose. So, let's find out what it really takes. So, what does it really take? Here's the truth. Courage to let go of what's holding you back. That might be a relationship, might be a routine, might even be old ways of thinking. Number 2, commit to doing the work. Commit to doing the work that's required to grow. Effort, consistency, discipline. Especially the ones that are watching. Clarity. You got to clarify and give clarity to your vision. You cannot keep reaching for what you don't aim for. If you're not aiming for it, you won't reach it. Define success, look at it for yourself, and move towards it with resilience. Do not stop. Do not give another option. Do not say there's another way. Fight for it. Fight for what you dream for. Fight for what you hope for. I would tell you that it's a possibility. You're going to cry. Possibility you're going to cry about what you're going to let go. Possibility 9 times out of 10 you're going to cry. Listen, you're going to cry for what you let go of, or what you move from, or what you push past because you thought it was the thing. You thought it was the forever moment. You thought that was the plateau, but you have to understand every next level, every next place waits with something better. So you have to keep going because your dream and vision ain't over. Your aspirations ain't over. What you want to see, it can be seen. You just got to hope for it and believe for it. So tonight, I want to leave you with this. 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 You're closer than what you think. I really need you to know that. I need you to know that you're closer than what you really think. Your next season of your life isn't out of reach. It's not out of reach for you. It's just waiting for you to show up differently. Adjustment, and you have to make adjustments with your mind and change your patterns. And commit to the work. Commit to the work. Please don't worry about what they're committed to and what they're not committed to. You commit to the work and get to where you need to get to. Because at the end of the day, your future's waiting on you, not everybody else. Tonight's episode of What It Really Takes, this is a challenge. I want you to hear from me. Remember, I guess what you just have to keep moving, have to keep progressing, and keep pushing through. And remember, you already have what it takes. You already have what it really takes. Again, I want to let you know I'm your host, John Gettis, here on What It Really Takes podcast. And I want you to join us next week as we dive in again into what it really takes. It's going to get even better. But I want you to continue after your dreams, because what's next is really waiting on you. Guys, have a great night, and I'll see you next week.